This one's for my little doggy. Then the two of us need look no more. We both found what we were looking for. With a friend to call my own, I'll never be alone. And you, my friend, will see you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. And then you're always running here and there, here and there. You feel like you're not wanted anywhere, anywhere. If you ever look behind and don't like what you find, there's something you should know. You've got a place to go. You've got a place to go. I used to say, I and me. Now it's us. Now it's we. I used to say, I and me. Now it's us. Now it's we. Then most people would turn you away, turn you away. I don't listen to a word they say, a word they say. They don't see you as I do. I wish they would try to. And I'm sure they'd think again if they had a friend like Ben, like Ben, like Sissy.
Station boys and girls, it's time for Blame and Phable and his amazing friends.
This is Phable from One Collection Down.
Yeah.
I started One Collection Down as a way to share my love through comics and pop culture. But I also started it so I could seek out like-minded people, people who love the things I loved. This community is everything. It's changed my life.
Blame Phable, blame Nick, blame the brother, that's Joe. Blame Stu for the jewels as we stick to the code. PCP on me, bad batch, this one's for the bros. And the ones that paid the way for everything that we know. Figgy Friday is a vibe, let me put you on game. Don't forget to throw your sets on Saturday with the game. A lot of things that cover remark if you're drawing a blank. Cover A's and variants, man, we one of the same. Gotta read between the lines, all the things we can handle. We should talk about art while we look through the panels. Wanna talk about smarts, are we taking the channel? Dr. Strange, Dr. Doom, how we holding the candle. Either way, the sorcerer supreme. Backlog bros, we do this for the team. Spread love, that's part of the regime. Every day is a movie, we just trying to peep the scene. Have discussions about the things that we seen. Real nice, but our comic game is mean. So come kick it with your boy, we got amazing friends. A call away, all you gotta do is station in. What a great event, stay tuned as we grow. And stick around to the next episode. To the next episode.
Station. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the all new, all different Blame Phable show. How's everybody doing? It's Friday night. You know what that means. PCP Army batch here to get into some shenanigans. Of course, I'm always joined by the PCP Army. So let me just get this party started. Let's just bring these guys out. First up, I got my ace, my homie, my co-host, Nick, Comic Culture, in the building.
What's up?
Station,
brother. What's going on, dude?
Oh man, I'm not feeling so well tonight. Gotta be honest with you, but feeling a little better. But now you know, hanging with you guys, I think I'm gonna feel even better. So
yeah, I know what you mean, dude. I'm tired as hell. I had to actually go into the office. We've been working from remote for like 5 years now, and so I had to go back in for the last 2 days. Gauntlet of meetings, gauntlet of everything. So I am wiped the hell out. Did Nick at Night right before this, got it all edited and everything and done. So I'm just like, my eyes are glazed over. Here I am though, having a good time with you guys though. So,
yeah, man.
Glad
last week I was tired like you, And then by the end of the night, I was having such a good time. So
Just pumped
I
up.
know.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a great
My
night.
hair's going crazy right now. It's awesome. I'm just gonna let it go,
Yeah,
man.
you're not the only one.
Yeah. It's gonna be a theme, I think. Yeah.
It's a theme, yeah. All right, man. Let's bring in our next panelist, man. The executive producer of the all-new, all-different Blame Phable show, my brother, Eric 9 Panel Grid Station.
What's up?
How y'all doing tonight, man?
What's going on, man? Yeah, no, we're okay.
Yeah, I hear bad hair days all over the place, man. It's fucking wild.
Bad beard days too, guys.
Bad
What the hell's
beard
going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just so
What
fresh,
happened?
so clean.
Is there a sale on razors? What the hell's going on?
Every once in a while, you gotta tear it down to the studs and rebuild it back up.
Just
So
burning all the dead wood off. I got it.
Exactly.
E, thanks for joining me tonight, my brother. Hope
Of
you're having a
course.
good one. Next up, man, let's bring our next panelist, my brother, the nicest guy on YouTube, my brother, Svon82 Station.
Oh, Scotty.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
I don't know. We're talking about being all shaven, and then here you come with your shit.
Yes.
Yours got longer, I think. I think you stole
Right?
theirs.
It's long.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh man, how you doing, my brother? How's it been this week for you?
It's been a rough week, but I'm here. I'm here to have fun and ready to go, man. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, I actually reached out to a community member, somebody that I wanted to have on the show for a long time. And he recently started a new channel himself. I don't know how long it's been, but they have a couple of episodes on the channel.
Yep.
And they're doing great work, man. They talk about comics, pop culture, all that good stuff. So I said, you know what? Let me get him on the show. To come hang out with us and let us know, about the channel and stuff like that. Everybody help me welcome Dr. Plagas Station.
I've wanted to do this for a long time. Station.
There you go.
This
Oh,
is perfect, man. Fable, you said you weren't feeling good, and you called in the doctor, dude.
I called up the
Yeah. There you go.
Perfect.
Here to make you all better.
That's right.
Plagas, man, how are you, man? Long time coming. I'm glad you're on the show tonight.
Yeah, I'm good. Long week for me as well. So, I'm happy to be here and on the show, not sitting on the couch watching it.
Well, I'm glad to have you. I don't know why you decided to go put yourself through making a channel and content and stuff, but hey, here we are. Oh man, how long you been doing it for now?
So we're about 7 weeks. We're on episode 7 now. And it's just something, I have a small group chat with a couple of buddies, and we've had the group chat now for like 3 years, and we're always like any other group chat with guys like us, we're talking about comics, shows, figures, and every so often we have one of those good conversations where we're like, this could have been a show,
Right.
This didn't need to happen. This is something I think maybe more than just the 3 people in this chat would have enjoyed. So yeah, we finally made it happen after years of talking about it. So I'm excited. We try to do it a little bit different than everybody else, but it all kind of blends together.
Yeah, no, you guys are doing a great job. I caught
Oh,
a couple of your shows. I know the guys here have caught a couple of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Real good stuff, man. Keep it up. You're gonna evolve. You're gonna get your own thing, your own style. I started on IG showing a bunch of books.
Yeah.
Now look at me. I have a background and an intro video and all this shit. And co-hosts. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
They're awesome. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, brother. Love what you're doing. Everybody go sub up to Dr. Plagas. It's called Panels.
Paper and Plastic.
Paper and Plastic. There we go.
The link is in the chat already, guys. Yep.
Yeah, link is in the chat. Thank you for putting that. But yeah, let me get out our last guy here. Of course, the guy who sings us in every week, man, and had a sweet rendition of Ben tonight. I'm talking about my brother, the star of the show, Brother Joe. Station.
Brothers.
Brother
How
Joe.
y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
He's that good.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Talk to me, Nick. Talk to me, Eric.
How are you doing, Brother Joe?
Hey, I'm doing great.
There you go.
I brought my little, I sing to the audience every week. Phable. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I've never done this before. I hooked up with this nut, and so
I couldn't tell, Brother Joe. You sound classically trained to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
But so this time I said, besides my brothers here, what else do I have in my life? My little doggy. So I said, I'm gonna sing this song for her tonight, as retrospective of a pet. Everybody has has pets of one kind or another. So I just felt compelled to sing that one, and so I brought her out tonight.
Yeah, she looked like a deer in the headlights, Brother Joe.
Yes, she is.
No, I love dogs, man. That was awesome. You always find a way to change it up and switch it up every time you come out and sing for us, man. And you always set the tone and put me in a good mood. So thank you for every week doing that for us, man. You're earning your check, bro. You're earning it.
I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad. I'm just glad I earned the respect you gentlemen give me, because I'm not really Phable and them know who I am. Little tiny fish, but what I believe I'm a whale.
Well, we hit the 12-minute mark. This is like shitting while you're on the clock, Brother Joe. You're getting paid by the minute, so you better get out of here soon.
Tonight feels a little strange. It feels a little strange, but I know it's going to be a wild night, gentlemen. Like, I got my business to take care of. I'll see you in the chat, and you guys have a great night.
Thank you, brother.
You too, Joe.
Thank you, Brother Joe. All right, guys. Well, before we get into anything, man, let us say what's up to our awesome chat. Great people came out already. First up, we got my brother Jay from Hydra Asylum Comics saying, dropping my like before. Hope you all have an awesome show. And I see you got 8 subs left till you hit 400.
There you
Folks,
go.
if you haven't subbed up yet, do it. Everyone here should be in the thousands. Thank you, Jay. Hell yeah. I don't say that enough, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We don't have much going on One Collection Down, but you can bet your ass every Friday night at 9 p.m. we're having some fun. So come sub up and hang out with us. And he says, and to those who already are, should have more positive comic community. Absolutely, my brother. We've got Shop for Comics in the building. Station.
What's up, man?
How are you? Hell yeah. Shop, man. Absolutely killing it this week, man.
Yeah, you put in some work
For
recently,
real.
man. We appreciate it.
No doubt.
Yeah, if you've been following it, Shop on Instagram, he basically Shopified the whole all different Blame Phable show crew, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's been Shopified.
Yeah.
So man,
I love what you did with mine too, dude. That was all. I don't know how you came across that mashup, but that's awesome.
I don't know how he did it either.
Oh yeah, really? Okay.
Thank you, Shop. Thank you for all.
Thanks, bro.
You're awesome doing that stuff for the community. We love it. We absolutely love it. Good looking. Yeah, man. Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's insane.
So yeah, Shop, Station. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We got our brother John, Comics for Kids in the
Hey, John.
Station. What is going on, John? How are you, yo, Station friends? Oh man, I had such a good time hanging out with John this past Tuesday for my debut into March Madness with the movie review of Flatliners. Everybody go check that out. It was a fun time. Me, John Castle, John Comics for Kids, Bearded Comic Book Bro Greg, and Dylan's Horror Show was on that. Such an awesome panel.
What's up, John?
Man. Thanks for hanging out with me that Tuesday, and thanks for being in the chat tonight, buddy. Love you, brother. Oh yeah. We got our KC brother Beckerman in.
Beckerman.
Station. What is going on?
What's up,
Saying
bro?
happy Friday, everybody. As always, I am here for the golden pipes of KC's own brother Joe. I'm telling you, he's the star.
Yeah.
This is why we pay him the big bucks, man. This is
Yep.
why we pay him the big bucks. We got our homie Rogue collecting in-house station. What is going on, Rogue?
What's up, Rogue?
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Pulling double duty in the chat. We got Scotty Vaughn 82 in the house. Everyone be sure to hit that like button. Absolutely, man. On your way in, just
Do it.
gently caress that like button.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
We got Nick, Comic Culture in the house, pulling double duty as well.
Screw that guy.
Station. Hell yeah, man. How are you?
Yeah.
We got our brother Colin Comics in the house.
What's up, man?
Station, Colin. Hello, all. Happy Friday. Starting off with pups. Station.
Hell yeah, we are.
He knows. Also pulling double duty. E9 panel grid in the building, saying station to everybody. Station, my brother. Hell yeah. We got our homie, our brother, Bobby Della Ghetto in the house. Station, Bobo. How are you, man? Another good friend of ours, Nostalgic Addicts, is in the house. Station. What is going on, Nostalgic Addicts? How are you, my brother? Hope you're having a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend, my friend. We got Brian LCS in the house.
Brian.
Friend of the show, man.
Oh, man.
Creator of the Comic Book Community Awards. When is that thing supposed to open up again?
It's gonna be kicking off in a few weeks. In a couple
it's
months,
right on the pipeline.
Yeah,
I thought it was soon.
nominations or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look at these guys, all these guys here. You might
No,
wanna
Paper and
consider these
Plastic,
guys.
best new channel.
Best new channel.
Best
Best new
unknown.
channel.
You never know.
You never know, man. Thanks for joining us, Brian, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
We got our homie, Paul, in the 619 in the building. Paul, yo, homies, happy Fridays. Holy shit, Phable shades. Now I look like one of those like goth rock and roll like 9 Inch Nails guys, right? Like,
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We got our brother Damien, Sleepy Reader 666 in the house station. Always an honor. Always an honor to see this gentleman in the chat. Thank you for joining us, Damien. Oh yeah, man. Everybody saying what's up to each other. The only dog I know that can just chill out while pro wrestlers hit each other with chairs 5 feet away.
Nice.
Who, Brother Joe's dog? We got our brother who's on a vacation tonight, but in the chat,
he's on PTO this week. Yeah,
he's on PTO.
Yeah. Whoa, PTO? We're paying this guy still? Come on.
Wait, I gotta take this guy's wrench away. He won't give me a wrench in his chat. I don't know. I don't think it's fair. Station gang. Hope everybody had a great week. Have a great show. Thank you, Stu, man. I hope you're enjoying your night off, man. Go hang out. Of course, Brother Joe. Of course, man. Absolutely. We got the Cantonese comic kid.
Hey,
Jeff
what's
is
up?
in the building, friend of the show. What's up, my brother? Station. We got the homie George from the 757 Hustle Show in the house. Station.
Welcome.
He just interviewed somebody yesterday, independent comic book creator from but he's like stationed in Japan. He's been there for the past like 19 years. And he's doing like this new comic book. His name is Dakota, and the name of the comic is called The Hunter. It's on Kickstarter and stuff. He interviewed him yesterday. It was an interesting interview, man.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so go check out the 75 Hessel Show. Check out my brother George Station. Thanks for joining us, man. All right. Of course, this is the show where we cover pop culture topics and news. But before we get into that, we have a new segment that we've been doing for the last 2 weeks that I think is pretty cool. So let's get started with rants and recommendations. All right. So everybody in the chat, man, if you were into something this week that you want to rant about or recommend or both, let us know right now. Of course, the panel's going to do the same thing. And I'm going to start with my brother, Nick, Comic Culture.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to rant or recommend, my brother?
You know, I ranted and recommended Electra Assassin last time or a couple times ago, right? So I'm going to do the same thing with Saga of Swamp Thing from Alan Moore.
Oh, nice.
Specifically, issue number 21, Anatomy Lesson. There you go. See, this is why we keep
already
you around.
knows. Yeah,
that's why we keep you around. The Anatomy Lesson, issue number 21. It's probably one of the single best issues I've read in a long time. It's really incredible. And I'm only about halfway through the Saga of Swamp Thing, this volume right here. We're going to do a little breakdown for this book coming up in the coming months with Eric and Stu. So it's an amazing series so far. And they just don't make comics like this anymore. And I loved reading this series. While I was going through this one, I very much reminded of Ron V's run with Perkins and Spicer. There's so many cool things happening in there. I can see the influences bleeding over into that series. They just don't make comics like this anymore. The way it feels, the way it just flows. I loved everything about this one. So we are halfway through this right now, and I cannot wait to continue it. So that is my recommendation. And the rant is, damn, they just don't make things like this anymore. And cannot wait to pick up the other volumes of that one. So that's a hell of a series. And then stay tuned for our breakdown of it coming, next month or something like that. I can't remember, but coming up very soon. So stay tuned for that.
Damn, brother, man, you've been killing it, man. Electro Assassin, now Swamp Thing, more.
Yeah,
you diving, brother. You diving.
I'm reading more backlog stuff than I ever have right now because this for Q1 is a little bit weak for comics volume wise, so that allows me some time to read up on some things. So I probably read as many back issues as I have new release issues right now, and yeah, it's incredible stuff.
Oh yeah, everybody's feeling you. Love more Swamp Thing. Need to read.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah,
that too. Great recommendation. Alan Moore, fantastic run.
It's yeah.
Omega Slice and the Building Station.
And I think this volume covers like 20 through 27, something like that. But issue number 21 in particular blew me the hell away. Incredible.
Awesome, dude. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
So good.
Making me want to. I just quit, Nick. I just quit. I just went on pause. And
yeah, well, buying as many new comics as you would have, I quit. Jesus.
9-panel grid. What would you like to rant or recommend, or both?
I got a little bit of both here. I'll go with a kind-hearted rant here, and I'm going to ping pong off of something that Nick was talking about here. I think that we need to recommend more of the books that we love to the people that are in our lives here. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong here. Who was it that recommended Electra Assassin to you?
I don't know. It's just some guy on the street.
Just some rando, right? Like
he had a beard, a goatee kind of beard thing going on. It's
something like that, right?
Yeah. Old head.
I recommended Swamp Thing to you.
Something about glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, good people recommend good books to other good people here.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because Space Ghost is a series that
that's what I was building up to. I'm on issue number 5 of Space Ghost now, so I'm on the come up with that one right now. So I think we need to recommend more good books to our friends here. We need to pick up on those recommendations, like I'm trying my best to do right now with Space Ghost. There's my kind-hearted rant here. My recommendation. Me and my wife are working our way through the series. I should say I'm working my way through it, and she's struggling through it. I'm enjoying the hell out of the show Mythic Quest. If you haven't watched it, it's like an office-style show about the inner workings of a video game developer. It's got Rob McElhaney, the guy that plays Mac from Always Sunny. It's got a lot of the Always Sunny guys, and it's got that Always Sunny energy behind it. Really funny show, really cool stuff that's going on here, especially if you're like into video games, in the background of video game development. This could be right up your alley. Super funny. It's on it's one of like the Apple original shows here, but I just started season 4, and I basically haven't stopped. I've been binging that, like, I'll watch an episode a night basically. So really good. Check it out if you're digging video games, or if you just like Always Sunny kind of stuff. It's kind of in that vein.
It's crazy. Every time somebody says, yeah, check out this show, 4 seasons already?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I'm hearing about this.
I don't want to hear about Utah recommendations. Remember, how's the Expanse rewatch going?
Pretty
good, right?
Damn. Scotty Vaughn.
All right.
What would you like to rant or recommend, or both, my friend?
Okay. It's been a rough week for me, I'll admit. So it's been a slow week on reading and watching anything. I basically haven't read or watched anything, but I will take this time to promote a book that a buddy of mine put out recently, a couple months ago. Fantastic book. It's an all-star lineup of cartoonists, such as Milton Knight, Dexter Cockburn, Zappinator. Just fantastic. This Cockburn on the cover there.
Nice.
But it's a really cool book. It's from Spread Love Comics Publications. You can find this at spreadlovecomics.com. And it is, let's see how many pages. It's pretty big. It's a weird format, but it's a pretty thick book. $12, but it's an all-star lineup. Let me see if I can show you guys some stuff. Really cool interior artwork. It's crazy. Nice. Like, it's nuts. It gets nuts.
What's the publisher?
The publisher is Spread Love Comics Publications. And like I said, this is just it's an all-star lineup of cartoonists. If you can, I don't know if you can read any of those, but all of those cartoonists did work inside this book. And
full page of credits.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Didn't you show this last time? You showed some books from them last time too, right? Or am I mistaken?
I've shown this before. Yeah, I try to promote this as often as possible, and I include it in my channel member giveaways a lot of times, just because it's such a good book. They Ben does such fantastic work, so go check out. I definitely want you guys to go check out Spread Love Comics.
Cool.
Almost Human.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're all available.
Hit the
on the
link
website.
to that in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah. They're all available on the website. Like, some of the older ones are sold out, but like this one's available right now, and there are several others that are available. But it's just a badass book. It's a really cool book. If you're into underground comics, do yourself a favor and go check it out. And that's my recommendation. As far as rants, life sucks sometimes, but you got to have bad weeks to enjoy the really good ones. So it is what it is.
There you go.
I like it. I like it, my brother. And as far as your recommendation, underground comic, we got guys here that love that stuff.
True.
Oh yeah, absolutely awesome, man. Sweet. All right, let's go to our guest of honor, man. Our guest of honor, Dr. Plagas. Any rants or recommendations for the week, or both?
I have both. So I'll start with my rant. So I think this came out this week. Star Wars Jedi Knights.
Mm-hmm.
My rant kind of is just we continue to go down this path of characters that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the panels and it just keeps like flipping things.
My StreamYard was acting real funny this past Tuesday.
That could have been a rant, man. StreamYard changing up all their layouts and stuff. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
Anyways,
as soon as I unmuted, it changed.
Every time I would click a comment, it would change people out on mine.
Wow. Sorry.
Yeah, it's acting so weird.
Damn it.
It's not fair to you guys. StreamYard is being extremely wonky lately. I don't know what it is.
Crazy.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so we just continue to go down this path of getting more and more of characters we've already got so much of. As a lifelong Star Wars fan, I'm just kind of like so tired of this, especially with the Marvel Star Wars. Like, they're giving us comic versions of all the shows. Like, it's the show, but in a comic. We watched the show. At least speaking for myself, I don't need the show, and I don't need to redo the show in a comic. And I didn't hate it. They're doing some cool storytelling with Obi-Wan there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But just as a lifelong Star Wars fan, I'll flip over to my recommendation. If you're into Star Wars and you're like me, you're tired of just the same old stuff, go track yourself down some Star Wars Legends, some of the stuff from the 90s to early 2000s, Dark Horse era. Just they expanded the Star Wars universe like crazy. You get all new characters, all new stories, all new eras. And if you do like the stuff you're familiar with, you get some incredible stories, with the characters you're familiar with as well. So that's my rant and my recommendation.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Sorry, man. I had a rant, but I'm about to get a new one in like 2 seconds here.
Yeah,
That's that wasn't that. Yeah, that wasn't an awful issue. I do agree that the Obi-Wan stuff at the very end was interesting for sure.
Yeah,
I don't read.
I like where it's going.
Yeah.
But again, it's just kind of like, we're kind of not getting anything new,
Yeah. Are they? I mean, is this retreading stuff? Because like I don't read any Star Wars comics at all. So like I try to read some stuff, but like to your point, most of the Star Wars stuff that's coming out is really boring and like show related, or it's characters I just don't care about. Or the story's kind of lame, or the art sucks. You know what I mean? So like I don't feel like they're putting a lot of energy into this franchise. This issue I didn't really mind because I don't have the context. I don't have the legacy of the knowledge, the knowledge of Star Wars comics. Sure. So it wasn't bad for me, but the bar tells the story. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
My grading scale will tell the story.
It's definitely my favorite thing they've put out in a while.
Yeah, it's not bad comparatively.
Again, I just kind of, as a kid, before episode 1 came out, all we had was the original trilogy, and I just like longed for anything more Star Wars. And eventually I discovered the comics, and this was the Dark Horse era where they just went in so many different directions with it, and that just scratched the itch. Like, you can't, still to this day it does. I mean, going back and reading the Dark Horse storylines or finding new ones that I was never able to get a hold of. I mean, I'm stuck in that time period of Star Wars for sure.
That's an okay place to be, though, man. I remember loving what they call the expanded universe nowadays, man. The Thrawn trilogy of books that came out after that. Oh, man, those were fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, and the novels, too. Yeah, I was into the novels as well. Timothy Zahn he created Thrawn. Oh, man. And he just, it's too bad because I feel like the recipe for where we are in Star Wars today was laid out so perfectly for these people, and they kind of just took it. They took bits and pieces of the stuff, which is the areas that I do enjoy, but for the most part, it's just not my favorite because I know how good it could be,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely messed up not just leaving that canon and not just, making that into the next trilogy or whatever it might be, television shows that they got on Disney Plus. But they're learning. I mean, if Daredevil Born Again is any indication of of them listening to people, hopefully.
Yeah, I tend to be that typical comic guy where I'm rebellious towards anything that's any of the shows and the movies, and so I'm that guy. The comics are so much better, but really, if I would have gone back to myself in 1998 and said, 20 years from now or whatever, we're gonna have Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action, it would have blown my mind. So I have to be appreciative of what we've gotten.
Absolutely. That was great, bro. Great first rare recommendation. Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Guess it's my turn. First.
Is it though?
Is it? Because I'm staring at that Star Wars key over his right shoulder, and I'm like, man, I'm hunting that one down too.
I'm telling you, brother. This I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. But yeah, so my recommend for the week is the WWE, man. Everybody, I think the WWE has been on fire lately. I've been sucked in for the last month or two into WWE, and after this Elimination Chamber, which we'll get into a little bit, I feel like a kid again, man. I feel like I'm 14 again watching this stuff. So that is my recommendation, man. If you want something fun to watch Monday nights, I haven't been watching SmackDown too much, but Raw and the pay-per-views, great stuff, man. I'm back, Brother Joe, into WWE. My rant was going to be about WWE, but you know what? I'm going to rant about fucking StreamYard, bro. What the hell is going on here?
I know, man.
Like, I had to swipe Dr. Plagas onto the screen about 17 freaking times while he was talking. I pay $44 a month for this shit, man. What is wrong with this StreamYard?
Tuesday morning when I was going to highlight, every time I would go to highlight a comment, it would switch the person out of the main seat back to the smaller row again. Like it would swap people out every time I went to highlight a comment. I don't know what it is.
Can you?
Oh my God, I
Can you
cannot.
just put us back into the grids instead of the spotlight?
Yeah, no, I can, and it'll probably be okay. But this is ranted recommendations, bro. This is important. We got to spotlight people when we're pissed off about me. Look at me now. I'm really.
Well, you're the worst. You're behind the damn logo. Nobody can see you.
Give you trouble with the format because it was giving me trouble with the formats too.
Yeah, and then I opened the damn thing for the first time when we're getting ready for the show, and it has this whole nother side panel now. This whole other thing. I'm like, what is that? I don't even know how to use that.
I don't want it.
I don't know, man. Freaking StreamYard, get your shit together. $44. I should never have to swipe Dr. Plagas onto the screen about 17 goddamn times while he's talking about some of the best Star Wars out there, okay? Jesus Christ.
Let's go back to 25. I was happy at 25.
And that has been I'm not even gonna bother moving you guys. I would usually put Nick next to me and stuff.
Don't worry about it.
Forget that.
We're good.
It's where it is.
Oh man! Of course, this is the show where we go over pop culture news and topics. And man, there wasn't a whole lot this week. I gotta be honest. Comic books, quiet. But a few things happened in the beginning of the week, so let's talk about them. Let's get right into it. All right, man. Finally, this Tuesday, March 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern, Daredevil, Born Again, dropped on Disney Plus with 2 episodes, man. I could remember, like, when we covered this thing all the way back when they talked about making it, and it was going to be 18 episodes, and you know, the Netflix stuff wasn't in the MCU per se, that this was going to be the MCU version of Daredevil, blah blah blah. Everybody was scared. And then what's his name? Kang, forgot his name.
Jonathan Majors
happened.
I was like, why are we talking about Kane all of a sudden? Nobody cares about it.
And it was like a freaking shakeup at Marvel. And next thing you know, man, they cut this thing down, I think, to about 8 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. And brought back everybody, because initially it was just Daredevil and Kingpin, and now everybody's back, down to the damn fight coordinator who did the fights from the original series.
You could tell too.
And when it dropped on Tuesday, man, it seems to be getting very solid reviews out there. It seems to be it seems to bring back that vibe, but you know, there's some people who might not like it. And so I just wanted to go around the horn. Everybody in the chat, let us know. Finally, Daredevil Reborn is here. What did you guys think? And please try to stay as spoiler free as possible.
Thank you. Yes.
Because there are a lot of people who still haven't seen both episodes or either episode or whatever it may be. It's still, you know, still fresh. So try to be as spoiler free. But I want to know, did it live up to your expectations? Are you happy with what you saw? If you did see this thing, I'm going to start with my brother, Nick, Comic Culture. Man, did you check out Daredevil Born Again?
Yeah, so the first 2 episodes are about an hour. So the first one's an hour. I think the second one's like 53, right? So I watched the first episode Tuesday night, a little bit later, and then I didn't have any time to watch episode 2 yet. So I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow, or maybe late tonight, who knows. My wife is really into the show as well. Like, we watched the Netflix series as it was coming out. We just fell in love with it. It was our favorite thing. So we're both really excited. So if I dip away and watch it without her and that little red bar shows up, you know what I'm talking about? When we go back to watch it again, she's going to be pissed. So I'm definitely
going to wait. Progress bar that gets you like, how
yeah. It's the view bar, like YouTube has it. Yeah. But you see it in the thumbnail inside of Disney, I think, right? Maybe not. But anyway, I really, really enjoyed what I saw in episode 1. There was a lot of good vibes in episode 1. I do have my gripes about it, and it's more about production like the set design and things like that. I've got a problem with that. It looks like a community play. I was talking about this in chat. It looks very fabricated. But the characterizations, the drama inside of them, the action, it's all bringing me back. You know what I'm saying? Those conversations, those head-to-heads. We saw a little bit in the trailer. Like I said, the action scenes, things like that. The only gripe I have so far after watching one episode is the set design. Other than that, man, I am all for it. I cannot wait for it. And I've been just dying to see this. So I'm really excited that it's back. And I'm really glad I have one more episode to watch so I can get caught up with a lot of you guys. But yeah, I'm pretty psyched.
Oh yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Man, you're probably the biggest Daredevil fan I know, brother. So, I really want to know what you thought about this.
Oh, man. Okay. Without getting into spoiler territory here, I will say this. If my rating for season 1 was like a 4.5, and my rating for season 2 is a 3.5, and season 3 is like a perfect 5 because it was like just beautiful, wonderful, can't get any better than that kind of television. This solely is rating, right? Like not tonally, not they aren't the same, but this as far as a rating feels season 2-ish for the first 2 episodes for me. Feels more of a 3.5. Fantastic, right? Still really, really fun, really good stuff. It feels of the Netflix universe, right? I think they put a lot of effort into creating something that was going to be cohesive and fit that, that vibe. But Nick is totally right. Like the sets in the first episode, I feel like they do make corrections, and that thing doesn't carry over to the second episode.
Okay, good.
But man, there was like, dude, there was some of that part, like it was just kind of rough. Like it was like Blade 2 levels of CG for the fighting, where I was just like, well, okay, that was cool back in 2002, but last I checked, we're like 23 years ahead of that. So that was my only gripe. But I mean, come on, you have Charlie Cox as Daredevil, you got Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk. If you got those 2 things in place, you're gonna have at the very least a decent show. They're making it better than decent, though.
Yeah. Do you think it's because they had to gut this show in order to restart it? Because they had to they used the footage. They were like, I don't know how many episodes in already.
They shot
before they gutted it.
Yeah, they shot 6 episodes, of the proposed 18
Yeah.
episodes that they were going to do, and they had to take what was filmed. I guess from what they've said in interviews, they got like 3 episodes worth of stuff that they could use from that. So when you put that into the equation, I would definitely bump my rating up, because you could tell the Frankenstein job that they had to do to kind of meld those 2 things together had to have been like a huge undertaking. So to make it still fit, then at the end of the day, to still fit the vibe of that Netflix show and to recreate and restitch all this stuff together, like kudos to them, because I will be watching both episodes again, right? I'm going to do a rewatch because it was that good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you think, is this what the Born Again Miller Mazzucchelli?
No, absolutely not.
Nope. It's in name only.
Season 3 was the spiritual Born Again, right?
Right.
They called this Born Again because it was going to be the Daredevil's introduction, but into the MCU official, right? But like, this is not Born Again from the comics at all. Period. Full stop. And we'll talk about more later too when we get to the blaming.
Yeah, this feels like Chip Zdarsky's run.
It's got a little Devil's Reign in it. It's got a
Charles Soule. Yeah.
S-Von 82. Did you catch Daredevil, man, at all?
It's at the top of my watch list, man, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely. When you get a chance, catch it. It's totally worth it.
Yep.
Dr. Plagas, man, what did you think? Did you catch Daredevil?
Yeah, I did. I was able to get both episodes in, and I'm kind of pretty much right. I mean, Eric pretty much took the words out of my mouth. Early on, there was a few things that I saw that kind of made me a little nervous, and I wasn't a fan of them. But as the show went on, it kind of redeemed itself, and I guess as we get further in, we'll see if some of those bad qualities continue to happen, or if like he was saying, if these were just kind of parts that they had that they needed to use from when they went in and Frankensteined it, like he said. So, but overall, I like it. The tone it's right there. It's Netflix, and I'm excited. This was my favorite. Daredevil was my favorite Marvel show movie. I mean, it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Mm-hmm.
I know you had great.
Well, I didn't see it until today. I actually caught the first episode a few hours before we had to go on air, and I definitely think they got the vibe correct. They're definitely back in Netflix zone for sure. Um, a lot of setup, right? A lot of exposition of what's gonna come. But those first 10 minutes or so are absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if that's the CG stuff you're talking about. I was watching it on my phone, so I
don't know. I ate that shit up though.
I didn't get the details. Like, it didn't hit me that this is a set or this is CG or whatever. Maybe because it was so small. But from what I was watching, I was lapping it up, just like Nick said. I was like, God damn it! This is how we get back into this vibe. You know what I mean?
I will say this: if you guys liked that part of it, and you're not all the way caught up with the second episode, you're gonna be really happy. You're gonna be like really, really happy.
Well, remember,
I kind of had to check myself because it was in the first 10 minutes. Some of those longer shots, it was being nitpicky. I kind of had to all right, chill out a little bit. That was only momentary. So yeah.
But it wasn't only the action of the sequence. It was also some character things that went on there that were a little shocking that I was not expecting.
For
those first 10 minutes. So yeah, absolutely. I think they nailed it. Of course, we still got like 6 episodes to go. I think this is 8. I'm almost
9 episodes. I just checked.
9. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Still got 7 episodes to go. But if this is any indication of the quality of this show, you guys can rest assured, man. Daredevil is absolutely back. And somebody had said that this was the greatest Marvel TV show ever. I'd say this is the greatest superhero television show of all time.
Whew,
all encompassing, like you talking the Netflix,
all encompassing,
like Netflix with this.
Without a shadow
going back to Lou Ferrigno's and Bill Bixby's Incredible Hulk from the 70s and 80s, all the way up to the Arrow, the Green Arrow, and CW.
Flash and all that stuff.
Yeah, like this is the greatest superhero television show. DC, Marvel, I don't care which one, bar none.
Live action and no animation in.
Animation. I mean, it depends. Animation I think it's its own category.
Okay.
Because then we can get into Batman the Animated Series and X-Men 3 and X7 and all that other stuff. But as far as live action, yes, I think this is the best adapted superhero. You know what I mean? Creation ever. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. But let me see what some of the people said. Colin said he enjoyed the show, felt a bit different to me, but overall, I enjoyed it. Plus, bonus for closing with a TV of the radio song.
Yes.
Yeah.
TV on the radio rocks.
Hey, James Phelps is in the building station.
What's up, James?
How are you? Evening, everybody. What are we blaming Phable for tonight? The quarterbacks? Hell no, man. We used to throw those on Halloween, James. You know I wouldn't do that. Station, my brother. How are you, man? Whoops, he said it. He said, chill out. Sup, everyone. Station, chill. How are you? Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, man. All right. So, yeah, definitely. Daredevil is back. I think I recommend it wholeheartedly. Go check out this series if you haven't checked it out yet. Better than The Great American Hero from 1981? Yes, James, way better.
Probably, yeah.
Believe it or not.
Oh, man. All right. Let's get to the next thing. We had Elimination Chamber last Saturday, man. I don't know if I talked about recommending wrestling. I don't know if we have any wrestling heads in the panel or in the chat. But man, first of all, John Cena, he wins the Elimination Chamber, right? And this gives him a shot to go to WrestleMania and main event for the title with Cody Rhodes. And then after he wins, first of all, he beats CM Punk, which is like one of his rival nemesis for like, years. And right after he beats CM Punk and wins the championship, out comes Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who's been this like nefarious character ever since he's returned. Because he's on the board of directors. So he's kind of like the new Vince McMahon. Let's put it like that. He's playing like the new Vince McMahon, if you remember the Vince McMahon character from back in the day.
Yep.
And basically asked Cody Rhodes, who's the champion, to like join forces with him. Like telling him, if you join forces with me, you're going to be golden. But if you don't, it's over for you, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody Rhodes, man, he went and told The Rock to go fuck himself on live television. That shit was amazing. I've never seen WWE drop an F-bomb like that. You know what I mean? Without trying to bleep it out or whatever. They let that sucker go. So anyway, he told Rock to go fuck himself. And John Cena in the background, he's all happy about it, right? Because John Cena's been like the new Hulk Hogan. Right? Remember Hulk Hogan back in the 80s? Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, all that shit. Same thing with John Cena, hustle, loyalty, respect. That's what he keeps saying all the time. Well, man, he gives freaking Cody Rhodes a hug, proud of him for telling Rock to go fuck himself. And then he fucking kicks Cody in the nuts, man. It's the nut shot around the world, man. This thing was insane. And for the first time in I think 20 years, man, because John Cena, he came out as a villain when he first came out in WWE. Then he turned into this Hulk Hogan-like character, and he's been that ever since. And for the first time, and I'm guessing 20 years, he finally turned heel, which is a wrestling term for basically becoming the bad guy. And he links up with The Rock, and this thing went viral, man. I saw everybody talking about John Cena. Like, we could see you now, and we can see through you, and all these memes with John Cena and The Rock. So, man, anybody catch this thing? Anybody follow any of this stuff on the panel? And this is rapid, so anybody could jump in.
Yeah, man, it's hard not to follow this one. It, like you said, it was viral. When I woke up the morning after this happened, it was the first thing I saw when I turned my phone on. And I was a wrestling fan growing up, and I followed Cena throughout his career. And it's going to be interesting to see him as a heel. I do think it's probably upset a lot of fans, and I think a lot of fans showed it online. But it's going to be interesting, I think.
Yeah, I'm a big time wrestling fan.
Let's go, Dr. Pockets. Let's go. Let him go.
I follow like all the independent stuff, and I've been a wrestling fan my whole life, and I've never liked John Cena. As a matter of fact, like way back in the 90s, I got a wrestling magazine that had like a feature on him before he was even in the WWE. He was wrestling in California, and he called himself the Prototype. And I kind of remember seeing him even and being like, like not being interested in it, But I mean, it's cool, and I think this is going to get so many people that were fans drawn back into wrestling, which I think is just great. I think it's super cheesy. I think the only thing cheesier than good guy John Cena is going to be bad guy John Cena, but that's kind of the fun. As we get older, that's kind of the fun with wrestling. Like, we know it's fake. Like the storylines are corny. Like, but it's fun. It's just good fun.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for balding Cena as a heel. I'm here for it.
Yeah, his face, man, his little like heel face is just like so stupid, but I love it. I love it at the same time. Like, yeah,
and it's so crazy that he teamed up with The Rock, who he battled in the main event of WrestleMania 2 years in a row. Man, they had a big beef, and now they're like hooked up, man.
Yeah, Yeah, and The Rock too, like his dynamic is just it's interesting. Like he's good, he's bad, he's good, he's bad, you know, like yeah, it's a lot of fun and then they got Travis Scott there in it too, which is just like
Who the fuck is
this
that
is
guy?
just
Get
He
that guy
yeah.
smacked
outta
the
here.
crap out of Cody, though,
That's what
dude.
James
He
was
hit
saying.
that dude for
Yeah, he
real.
did.
Yeah.
He did.
He did, man. I was like, God, he didn't pull that punch at all.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
better have sent that dude a check.
In wrestling they have stuff they call receipts.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
he's
like
got a receipt coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, man, that scrawny dude's gonna get it one of these days. But yeah, I'm here for it, man.
Yeah.
I for a long time, when AEW started up, I was like way more on their side, but WWE's come around, and I gotta say, I'm more excited for their stuff these days than AEW for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm a lot like you, Dr. Plagas. I like Thugonomics, John Cena. I like when he used to rap and diss everybody and was a bad guy when he first came in. I
Yeah,
like that version of him. So when he became like what a lot of us call him as Super Cena, where he would just like win out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He'd Hulk up like Hulk Hogan. He'd be like, you can't beat me, and do his little move set and win everything. And I was like, this guy, Jesus Christ, get him out of here already. That's why when CM Punk came along and started, getting at this guy, that's what made me fall in love with CM Punk.
yeah. I loved that. I loved
Yeah.
that.
But man, this brought back Hulk Hogan NWO vibes to me. I don't know if you guys were around for that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the NWO thing, man, that thing was so shocking when he dropped the leg on Macho Man Randy Savage. So when John Cena kicked fucking Cody Rhodes in the nuts, I was like, holy shit! My jaw was on the floor. I even went to my wife and I said, "Oh shit, this is good. You gotta watch this." I said, John Cena just kicked Cody in the nuts. She said, "What? He did what?"
Well, the reach on this was crazy because, like, I'm not even I watched Attitude Era and then I haven't watched much since then. But like, the reach for this was huge. I mean, it was on my feeds, on YouTube and Instagram and stuff, and it was like people reacting to it.
Yeah.
So I watched it like 4 times, and it's all these different people I don't even know reacting to what's happening, and then screenshots and posts from all these different news outlets, and I'm like, what is going on right now? So like, I don't understand and can appreciate the impact of all this, but like, it's clear that the culture in general, it's hitting everyone's radar. So it's a big moment for sure.
Well, I mean, he when I was a kid, I used to love Hulk Hogan. He was like my hero. You know what I mean? In the mid 80s and late 80s. And I'm pretty sure that there were teenagers and adults that hated him at that time, right? Like, even though I was blind to it, I was like, no, he's the best. Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure there were people like, I'm tired of this freaking Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same with this guy. There's so many kids that grew up loving John Cena, like, right? Sure. This is their guy. This is their superhero. And now all of these people are in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? And they're seeing this guy turn heel. This is exciting. It's exciting. That's why you saw it on your feed like that.
Sure, yeah.
I'm pretty sure stupid ass Travis Scott was one of them. Which, by the way, he did hurt Cody Rhodes. Total.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for that receipt. I cannot wait.
Yeah, he's gonna get a chair shot coming up in the next event or something like that. It's gonna be a real chair too. So,
Chill Out said it's about time Cena turned heel. Travis Scott smacked the crap out of Cody Rhodes. Yeah. That was crazy. You explained it perfectly. Well, thank you, brother Joe. Thank you. That's a compliment coming from you. Chill Out says Cena never looked better. I can see your true colors. Excuse my guys. I'm very country, very slow, and very 40. Who the fuck is Travis Scott? And should I care?
No, you shouldn't.
Nah.
You're good.
Yeah, that one song that one time.
Yeah. Loved Elimination Chamber pump for the run-up to WrestleMania. Let's go. Nice. Hey, Cap Collectibles in the building. Yo, hello all. Station, how are you? the Professor of Thugonomics. Yeah, I heard he's got a whole new song and everything that when he comes back that they're gonna debut. So I can't wait for that. Because he didn't show up, I think, this week to anything because he's off doing this movie. But when he comes back, woo, that's gonna be big. Will it bring more Quiet fans out of the closet? Yeah, I think so, Brother Joe. Absolutely.
Probably.
Ultimate Warrior over Hogan all day.
Yeah,
You're not the only one, Colin. Yeah, you're not the only one.
I don't know if you saw too that after the show, they do like press conferences now, kind of like how the UFC does. And so he went and sat down to talk to the media, and then he picked up the microphone and then
he
just dropped it and left.
And left. Yeah. And I love the promo that CM Punk cut on him and The Rock on Monday when he was like, "You bald frauds."
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna he's like, what he said, I'm gonna make a wish that you guys never did or some shit like that. And that was awesome.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Collector P in the building, station Collector P. How are you, my brother?
Collector
All right,
P,
man.
what's up, dude?
Like I said, man, we're pretty light on things around here this week. But I wanted to talk about the Academy Awards. There's a lot of movie heads in our community, love film. I'm one of them. So the Oscars was I think Sunday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Was last Sunday. And I'm not a big award show guy. I don't really watch too many of the award shows, to be quite honest. But I just wanted to go over who won, and I wanted everybody to let me know if they saw any of these films or are happy for some of the winners. Because I got to be honest with you, back in the days when I was a kid, everything that was up for an Oscar, I never fucking heard of. Like, right? Because they weren't nominating Gremlins and they weren't nominating RoboCop and they weren't nominating the movies I was watching.
The Home Alone got snubbed again or whatever. Actually, it probably won one. Who knows?
But then sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s, through the 2010s and stuff, they kind of got in sync with popular culture a little bit. And you saw movies like The Lord of the Rings winning Oscars and things like that. But now I think
Ledger and
now I think we're back to the old school days because I don't recognize any of this shit. Have I seen any of these movies? But let me just tell you, just the basic winners of the awards. So Best Picture went to a movie called Anora. Actor in a leading role went to Adrian Brody for The Brutalist.
Yeah.
Actor in a supporting role went to Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. Kieran Culkin is Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can tell too.
Mickey Madison in Anora for leading role, actress. Actress in a supporting role went to Zoe Saldana in Amelia Perez, another movie I didn't ever heard of. But Zoe Saldana, let's go.
Yeah. Gamora.
Animated feature film, Flow, won the best animated. Directing went to Sean Baker for Anora. And that is Sean Baker on the screen there with all the Oscars he won. Cinematography went for Lol Crawley. I can't believe your name is LOL. That's funny. Lol Crawley for The Brutalist. And best visual effects went to Dune Part 2, man. And a bunch of guys won for the visual effects of Dune. Guys, any thoughts on the Academy Award, the show itself? Any thoughts on the winners or the films that won? Again, rapid fire. Anybody could take this one.
I'll start real quick. I didn't see any of I don't think I've seen any of the films, to be honest with you. So I'm right back with you, Phable, where it's like, I don't know what half these films are. So I didn't know what half of them were going into the series, into the season, award season. But so Conan hosted it as well. So that was actually kind of fun. I've enjoyed his stuff for years and years now. So I kind of like some of his skits and bits and digs towards the celebrities and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, Nora, they took home 5 Oscars for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Film Editing, and Best Actress. So they're the ones who cleaned up this year for sure. So huge surprise. And I heard that they spent more money on the budget for advertising this to the award folks and people in general with billboards and TV spots and stuff, and they actually put towards the movie. like the budget for the movie. I don't know if that's 100% true, but they put a lot of money into advertising the film in general, and I guess it worked. They came home with 5 Oscars. So
I still have never heard of it.
So I haven't either.
Yeah,
no clue.
Anybody else with any thoughts on the Oscars, the show itself, the movies, the winners?
I was just going to echo what Nick said, man. I have not seen any of these, but I will call out something. I've heard Kieran Culkin's movie, A Real Pain. I heard that one was pretty good. Like, I actually want to like dip my toes in and see that one for myself. But like the substance actually got a little bit of love, at least in the nomination category, which is crazy considering that's traditionally that's like a body horror-esque movie, and those don't get any love in you know, in these kind of settings. So it's kind of cool that Demi Moore and the film itself got a little bit of love, you know, got the spotlight shown on it for a second. So that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't watch the award shows. I'm kind of over them. I used to watch them when I was a little younger. I used to be really into who was going to win and lose and stuff. You know, it was sort of like a Super Bowl kind of situation. You know how you watch the Super Bowl and you may not be into the teams, but like you're waiting for the commercials and shit like that. Like,
yeah, like a month ago. Yeah.
I knew it. I knew he was going to chime in. That's why I said that. But yeah, the only movie that I knew about was The Substance with Demi Moore. I heard she cleaned up this year for her role in The Substance, except here. Here was where everybody thought she was going to win, and it went to Mickey, Jesus, I don't
Madison,
know.
I think.
Mickey Madison, yeah, which I never heard of again until I read this article. So yeah. Any more thoughts on the Oscars before we move on?
No.
Absolutely not. Okay.
Slow week, guys.
Yeah, very slow. Collector P, the only Oscar movie I saw was The Substance. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Collector P and Dune 2. Yeah, Dune 2. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got to watch that one. I saw part 1. I liked it a lot. But
Colin saw it. He said, I was happy for Nora. Important for independent filmmaking. Well, Colin, if you recommend it, I am definitely going to put it on the list, my brother. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Colin
The Expanse.
Yeah, Colin just likes girls with Brooklyn accents.
The Substance is crazy. I know. I want to watch that so bad. Gentlemen, it's interesting seeing so many knowledgeable wrestling people in here. Yeah, man. We got a lot of fans in the community. A lot of crossover with comic books and wrestling. You know, I love nerd culture, man. It's the best. But yeah, that's the news, guys. That's it. I looked for comic book stuff and there's nothing whatsoever. No announcements, nothing. Maybe I saw one or two, but I don't know if they were worth mentioning. So yeah.
I mean, it's hard to announce anything when it's hard enough getting the books in our hands nowadays. So I can understand. Slow news.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Don't go away though, because we're about to start the blaming. What's the blaming? Basically a glorified show and tell. We call it the blaming because you might see something that we show off and go, God damn it, Dr. Plagas, why did you have to show that Dark Horse Star Wars book? Now I gotta go hunt that shit. You know it's expensive. Dr. Plagas. Why are you doing that? We blame you. Hell yeah.
Why don't I own this? Why don't I own this?
All right, so let's start off the blaming with my boy. Let's start with the guest of honor, man. Let's do a little different. Dr. Plagas, what do you have for the blaming?
So, for those that follow me on Instagram, they probably already seen these, but man, I love these things so much. I'm so happy to have them. I got my Guy Gardner pair, the regular edition, and then the platinum edition here.
Nice.
So this version is him from his first solo series, which I recently picked up issue number 1. and really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, you know, kind of your typical 90s stuff. But yeah, I went to my LCS after work to hit the dollar bins to see if I could find more. It's like a 44 issue series, and I picked up about 30 issues for 50 cents a piece. So I'm
Oh, cool.
Oh,
well
that's
into
Nice.
that
awesome.
series now. But yeah, I love these McFarlane DC multiverse figures. Especially I'm a big comic accurate guy, and
Yeah.
you know, I feel like he pays a lot of attention to that.
What did you think about the announcement, man? You got to go hunt those down now.
I know. Yeah, it sucks because I feel like he's just, or well, the his company's just kind of rolling with it, you know. And I don't know what Mattel's gonna do, if they're gonna maintain the scale, the quality, all of that. But it's just sad because I feel like we're gonna miss out on a lot of, you know, a lot of characters. There's work. Me and my buddies are constantly talking about, you know, the characters we don't have from McFarlane and wish we could get. You know, Zatanna's a big one, and you know, who knows if we'll ever get it now. So yeah, kind
Yeah,
of a bummer, but I guess we'll see what happens.
yeah, no, for sure, man. I'm sad about it, but I mean, I'm only sad for the people that have dedicated their collections to it, if that makes sense, right? Like all the
Yeah,
people who like bought in all the way and have all the waves and you know, because I know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? It's like so, if Hasbro suddenly said, I don't know, some other company's gonna make Transformers from now on, I'd be like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I
yeah.
quit. But yeah,
Yeah, it's
man.
like, you know, they could change the scale and then, you know, they
Hmm.
don't go together. You know, the qualities could be different, different plastics. I mean, it's just like it screws everything up. But
Yeah,
um, yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't know when that takes place, like next year or 20. Yeah, it would be
2026. Yep.
yeah, next year. So I had seen he said something like even though this is happening, like we're not, you know, we're not, that doesn't mean we're taking our foot off the gas. We're still going to put stuff out, which, you know, is, it's nice to hear, but at the same time there's going to be so much stuff that was left undone, you know. And yeah, it's a bummer, but you know, you can only be hopeful that Mattel's going to do something good with it. I would, you know, I would think that I would hope that they would. We'll see.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's your blaming, my brother.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great blaming. Scotty Vaughn, what do you got for us?
All right. This week I'm gonna show some Ghost Machine stuff. I got a cool retailer exclusive for Hyde Street issue 3.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Dude, that last issue was awesome this week too. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see. I've got a this is buy me toys and comics store exclusive.
Oh yeah.
I like that one.
Nice.
Wow.
Whoever the artist that or whoever the color did the coloring on this, they did a different shade than you normally see Tariq Geiger in. I just dig it. I think it's cool.
that
Yeah.
pops for sure.
It does. It does. And then this is a 2024 New York Comic Con exclusive.
Oh wow, nice.
Geiger. That's the trade dress, but here's a foil version for it.
Oh,
Oh,
Dang.
nice.
Really, really like that a lot. A friend got me those. I don't typically do a lot of store exclusives, but a good friend got me those. And I found this in a dollar bin. I collect Dave Stevens.
dude.
Oh right. Yeah.
Dave
Awesome.
Stevens cover. It's
Dang.
it's not
Wow.
one of the more notable ones, but it's still Dave Stevens.
That
Yeah,
is
I wouldn't
awesome.
even recognize that, honestly, because
I
I'm
know
just
it
not used to
doesn't,
that style of his, you know. Yeah.
but it's a Dave Stevens cover.
Yeah, that comic, yeah. Miko in there, yeah.
And then here is Mark Spears Monsters. This is for issue 3. This is a 1 in 25. Cover H.
Nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And
Do you
then,
follow Banjo Zombie on Instagram?
I'm not sure.
He threw up a Dave Stevens sticker set, Betty Page sticker set from
Oh, nice.
Dark Horse Comics. You got to check it out. I know you love it.
Oh yeah, I will check it out. I've been collecting these Mark Spears Monsters hollow foils, which are kind of hard to show. But I got the one for issue 1 and then the one for issue 2. But recently, a couple days ago, I got this one. This is the one for issue 3.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take it out where I can show you guys because it's, of course, they're double sided, and really, really cool. So you got Dracula on the front, then on the back you got the witch.
Oh, I didn't know they had.
Wow.
I didn't know they did that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're all double sided. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll pull out one of the other ones real fast.
Oh.
Because like the McFarlane, here's the one for issue 2. It's that McFarlane homage on the front.
Oh, that's fire.
But then on the back, you got this one.
Oh man, wait, what is
Dang.
that? That's like a Spawn thing on the other side, like a Spawn homage.
Yeah, that's
a Spawn homage. Oh
yeah, Spawn, of course. Yeah,
that's fire.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on, we'll do the first one. I'll show you the. Since I went ahead and showed you the first two, we'll do the first one. So there's the front cover for issue 1, and then on the back side you get this cover.
Oh man.
Cool.
So yep.
Shit, I would have been doubling up on all those issues had I known that was the case.
Yeah, those are the hollow foils, the hollow foils for the Monster series. But that's awesome, what I got this week.
Oh yeah, man, that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Derek Neiman in the building.
It's not Derek.
Jacob Show guy, Gardner's haircut.
Oh, they got it right on point, man.
Yeah. The figures, Todd doesn't, I mean, like McFarlane Toys does a good job or did a good job with DC Multiverse. I collected them for a while. I'm really big into the Hasbro Marvel Legends. The only thing I didn't like about the DC Multiverse was the scale. I hated that he did a 7-inch scale compared to the standard 6-inch. But other than that, I loved him. He did a good job.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm worried about the change is, will they go back to 6 or we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Razor Comics in the building saying sick cover.
Ray?
Hey, how are you? My homie Mike Hags is in the house. Hey, Mike, how are you? Foil Mania. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Body for Foil Mania. Let's see. 9-panel grid, man. What do you got for us?
All right. I think I understood the assignment for today, and especially after Scotty knowing that Foil Mania is running wild here.
Yeah.
I'll start with the foil facsimile. I'm not a facsimile getter, but I had to pick up Daredevil #1, right?
Yep.
So knowing all the hoopla and all the things that were coming down the pipeline for the MCU, I had to go ahead and show off my 161 first appearance of Elektra.
Nice.
Love that cover.
Yes, it's so good. And since the show is called Born Again here, it's only right to show off Born Again, the introduction of the actual comic book arc.
Nice.
But it doesn't just end there. Let's talk about the story that's actually being told in the show, which really started with the Charles Soule run here from #1.
I like that cover.
Nice. Ron Garney did some sick work here. We got the villain of the new season here, Muse, his first appearance within that same story arc.
Oh, nice.
We had the beginning of the storyline here that took place within the first couple episodes here with Mayor Fisk. Again, same Charles Soule run that they're really, really diving into, and is really kind of like the spiritual, I don't know, their North Star for what they're trying to accomplish here. But that's all stuff that I had in my collection here. I want to show off something that I just picked up here last weekend that kind of, you can't see it in my background here, this side, but I got a bunch of Daredevils here signed by like the best creators, and kind of Hallmark issues. And I happened to find this at the LCS just over the weekend here. Daredevil Man Without Fear, first appearance of Echo, signed by David Mack with the remark.
Yes.
9.4. Nice.
Is it a 9.8? No. Do I care? Also no, because
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, and I got this on my desk too. So just, I might as well show this off too. My little Lego Daredevil.
Yeah. Nice.
Look
All
who
right,
he is.
dude.
That's
Thank
my
you.
blaming.
That's an
Very
awesome
cool.
blaming. Oh yeah. 62 Lefty Blues in the house. Happy
Yeah.
What's up, 62?
people. All right, man. Nick, comic culture. Take us out. Take us out.
So since he brought it up, there was another superhero that was born out of the TMNT ooze tragedy, pushing the guy out of the way. Secret stuff gets jumped into the sewers, and of course, you guys know who I'm talking about. Hiroshi, Steel Streets from Monty Kane. Seriously, he was born in the exact same incident. Breed issue number 2. It's the same thing. So, and I just got shepped into this format right here. So I guess I have Phable to blame for that, I suppose. But
no. You got definitely blame Shop. I just told him you like superhero comics. He chose
so Shop did this. Okay, got it.
Yeah, he chose that one.
So when we met Madi at Heroes, got him to autograph that one. So Steel Streets right there. I'll drop that link in the comments. And here's actually this is the print. It's not an original, but that's actually the superhero right there. That's Hiroshi. So you can get a sense of what that is right there. More seriously though, I'm not a figure guy, but I have pretty much every one of these 375s that you can get. So I'm waiting for them to come back. I know they're back. They left right like a year ago, or they decided to shut things down a couple of years ago. But I have probably 40 of these damn things.
Damn.
So
I like to have a bunch. They're very cool. I really like them.
I love these things, man. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a figure guy, but I went ahead and grabbed like all of these. In fact, you can't see it, but I have a row that's probably 10 feet long, and some of them are doubled over. I got as many as I could possibly get my hands on. Some of the newer ones are actually like reprints, so they had different card
They have
backs
some of the best looking cards.
Oh yeah, the cards are insane. I have, again, not a figure guy, but I have punched ones, unpunched ones. So like I was getting into all that shit too back in the day. But like, yeah, these are really, really cool. And I really want this line to come back because they're getting lonely over there. I need to add some more to the collection for sure. So I have that. And for Figgy Friday, there you go. And then
Black, good too.
Yeah. Then one of the other shows I showed off my Precious Metal issue number 1. Well, I got the Little Bird issue number 1 in a 9.8 as well to go along with it. So yeah, really, really excited to add this one to the collection. So it's going to be sitting up there next to Precious Metal at some point. But yeah, definitely a spectacular series that you can check out. And I'm learning there's like 4 reprints of this book, and there's a con exclusive, and there's other stuff too. So like, I can't believe that series got so many reprints, and some of those are just like not existing on CGC Census right now. There's like 100 of those for 9.8, but like second print, third print, there's only like 1 or 2, and then fourth print, there's maybe 10 or something like that. So it's pretty crazy how rare those are. But yeah, a little bit of figures, a little bit of underground stuff, and some Little Bird, man. That's what I got this week.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, let everybody know where they can find you, Nick.
Nick Comic Culture over on YouTube. We got Nick at Night coming out tomorrow night. Just got done shooting it a little while ago. Was not excited for this week's books, but there's actually some really big bangers out this week. So yeah, this actually turned out way better than I thought. Over on Instagram and whatnot, haul videos, review videos, all kinds of stuff. So, and you can check me out here on Friday nights.
Thank you always for joining me, Nick.
Thank you, man.
Bomb.com. 9-panel grid. Where can the people find you?
Every Sunday morning now, you can catch my comic book thoughts as I go over the previous week's comics. I agree with Nick. I think that let me just say this. I'm kind of happy that Conan and Savage Sword were delayed for this week because I get to read them and review them this week. So that was kind of cool.
Aren't you lucky?
I'm so lucky. Other than that, you can catch me every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern time talking with Dr. Doom's fan club here on Ink and Insights. It kind of rotates back and forth between our channels, but yeah, catch me every Sunday morning and every Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, E. Thanks for always joining me, brother. I love and appreciate your presence on the show always. Scotty Vaughn, SYA2. What do you got coming out, my brother?
I drop new videos every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time for my adult erotica and comics series. I cover different underground comic cartoonists, different erotic artists throughout time. All sorts of cool stuff. If you're into that type of stuff, check out my Wednesday videos. If not, come hang out with us any Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Me and Phable and a bunch of cool guys just hanging out, showing off some comics and talking about whatever we feel like talking about. Come hang out with us every Tuesday, and I do a occasional giveaways and then the channel member giveaway once a month. So come hang out.
Oh yeah, Scotty, you know I love you, bro.
Yeah, man, love you too, bro.
Love all the stuff we do together, all the shows and stuff. So man, thanks for joining me tonight as always.
Yeah, always.
Our guest of honor, Dr. Plagas. Plug away, my brother. What you got? Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Dr. Plagas. I just post my comics and figures, and I do like some hunting and con reels on there. And then you can also find me and my buddy Poppin' Sloth at Paper and Plastic Show on Instagram and YouTube. And we go live every Tuesday evening at 6:30 Pacific, so 9:30 Eastern time. And we talk about comics and figure releases and anything else.
Oh yeah, thank you, my brother, for joining me tonight, man. It's been great having you on. I'm so glad that you could finally hang out with me on one of these shows, man. I don't know.
It's been
if
an honor to be on the show. I've been watching for a really long time. All of you guys, follow all of you guys, watch all of you guys. So yeah, I'm hyped to finally be on this show. It's really cool.
We're really happy to have you, dude. Thanks for all your support and everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're awesome, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Hope you had a good time tonight.
Absolutely.
Of course, you can catch me every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. One collection down for the all new, all different Blame Phable show, man. I love doing this show, guys. This is always a good end cap to my crazy ass week sometimes. You could also catch me this Monday though on Pop Culture Philosophers for the continuation of March Madness 2025, where we're reviewing movies about the insane, basically. And this Monday we're doing Dead Ringers by David Cronenberg. So I cannot wait to get into that film with Robbie and his crew over there. You guys, I hope you have a good Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. There's only one thing left to say. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. Day shit.
The Peach Memo Go!